so let's talk about living in Korea. When I decided to study abroad here, I knew that I didn't really want to live on campus, mostly because I don't like sharing things with people and I don't trust people. And I heard that with the dormitory here, it is a terrible walk up a very large hill or steep hill, and yeah, I wasn't about that. So this is my actual first time walking near like the dormitories, and this is a struggle. So I decided to look for off-campus housing. Some of my friends that studied here recommended, like, there's Crimson House, 2U Guesthouse, KU Guesthouse, and all these other options that Korea University will send you in an email when you get your admissions. But I decided to go with 2U. One of my old friends that studied abroad here recommended that place, and I was like, okay, why not? So I looked into like the details of it. So I honestly didn't expect it to be as small as it is. I was shooketh. I was like, whoa, this place is really small. Like, am I gonna get used to this? Like, going from, living in a house to being in a really small room. But other than that, like, a lot of the rooms here are gonna be that size, like fairly small, and you guys aren't probably gonna be used to it in the beginning, but it provides you with everything that you need. So I honestly love it. And let's just go into the details. So starting off the tour, this is the hallway of the 3rd floor. Instead of having keys, each room actually has a digital padlock, so you just punch in your code, and that's how you'd access your room. And this is the room. Thanks for watching, and that's the end of the tour. Okay, I'm just kidding, but this room is honestly super duper small, and you'd think, how was one person able to live in here? But there was some space at places, like the shelf/cabinet above my desk. I was able to store all my belongings in there, and when you look at it from an empty perspective, there's actually a lot of space, so it was more than enough for me. And right next to that, there was my bathroom, which was basically my toilet and my shower combined. It was a little weird at first, but it is better than sharing it with other people, so I'm okay with it. Moving on to my bed, that's pretty much it. And then right above that, there is the AC and a clothing rack, which is kind of where I hung most of my large coats. So you can kind of see, like, everything's literally right next to each other. And then moving on to my closet, I think one of the great things about it was that hangers came with the room, so I didn't have to buy any of that. And this room actually comes with like free things such as Wi-Fi, a mini fridge, the TV that you saw earlier. And looking at my room from a bird's eye view, from looking at the ground, like, you can see that if I step just one step, I'm literally everywhere and anywhere at the same time. So with the shoe situation, you're actually given a cubby that's like right outside of the entrance, and you just put all your shoes in there and you just put it on right before you leave the house. So moving on to the shared facilities. So here, this is basically where you're gonna see like most of like your housemates and stuff. So there is a lot of free things, which I really liked about this place. There was free filtered water, free cereal, free rice, a kitchen to use with pots and pans, and then a laundry machine with detergent as well. And then they also provided a microwave and then a fridge that you could use with free bread and kimchi and jam. And since we didn't actually have a dryer, we actually were supposed to dry our clothes on top of the roof. So this is pretty much the space there. Yeah, it's nothing luxurious, but for the price that it was honestly pretty worth it. I leached off of all the free stuff, so I made my stay worth it. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, comments, let me know. This is pretty much the end of the tour, that's why there's really not much to show in this space. Just one helpful tip, I guess, before I sign off. I actually really recommend, whenever anyone's visiting Korea, to try to book a Goshiwon. Like, the daily price for this one in specific at 2U Guesthouse, it's actually $20 a day, which is pretty worth it. It's a lot cheaper than what it would be anywhere else, like even for an Airbnb. So definitely look into that. It's honestly great for traveling or even when you're staying there long term. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, see y'all later. Thanks.